If your cat has ever locked eyes with you across the room and slowly closed them, or pressed their forehead against yours without warning, or followed you to the bathroom for what feels like the 100th time this week, you've probably thought to yourself, that's just my cat being weird. But here's what researchers who actually study cat behavior have found. Your cat is doing none of that by accident. Every one of those behaviors is a deliberate signal, and most of them are reserved for one specific person. Not everyone in the house, not guests, not even the other people your cat tolerates. Their person. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 6 behaviors your cat uses to show you that you are that person, and the science behind why each one only happens when the bond is real. Here's something most people don't realize about cats. They are fundamentally different from dogs in one critical way. Dogs evolved over thousands of years specifically to bond with humans. Cats didn't. They came to us on their own terms, and they've stayed exactly that way. Which means when a cat chooses to bond with someone, it is a genuine choice. Not conditioning, not hunger. A decision. Research from Oregon State University found that cats form secure attachment bonds with their owners, the same kind of bond that human infants form with their caregivers. That's not a small finding. We're going to go through 6 behaviors that only appear when that bond is real, and they escalate. Each one is a deeper form of trust than the one before it. Let's start with the one that's right in front of you every single day, and you might not even know what it actually means. Number 1, the slow blink. When your cat looks at you and deliberately closes their eyes halfway, holds it, and opens them again slowly, they are doing something remarkable. Cats don't close their eyes around creatures they don't trust. In the wild, closing your eyes means you're not watching. It means you're exposed. Every instinct tells them to stay alert. So when a cat does this consciously, while making eye contact with you, they are communicating that you make them feel completely safe. Researchers at the University of Sussex tested this in 2020. They found that when humans slow blinked at cats, like even cats who had never met them, those cats were significantly more likely to approach and engage. The slow blink isn't just comfort, it's a conversation. Your cat is saying, in the clearest language they have, that they trust you. If your cat does this to you, especially if they hold your gaze for a moment before they do it, you are looking at real affection. And you can say it back. But the slow blink is just the surface of what your cat is telling you. Number 2, head bunting. When your cat walks up and presses their forehead or the side of their face against you, that has a name. It's called bunting, and it is one of the most intentional acts in a cat's entire behavioral vocabulary. Cats have scent glands concentrated around their cheeks, forehead, and chin. When they bunt against you, they are depositing their scent onto you. They are, in the most literal biological sense, marking you as theirs. But here's what separates bunting from how cats mark objects. Cats don't bunt things they're indifferent to. They bunt what they want associated with their own identity, their safe space, their inner circle. If your cat bumps their head against you regularly, you're not just someone they share a home with. You are someone they claim. In cat social structure, being claimed is the highest form of acceptance there is. Now, the next behavior gets misread constantly. And the misread usually ends in a scratch. Number 3, showing you their belly. A cat rolling onto their back and exposing their stomach is one of the most misunderstood signals in the human-cat relationship. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat's body. It's where the vital organs are. Every survival instinct they carry tells them to guard it. So when your cat rolls over and exposes it right in front of you without hesitation, they are making a statement about how safe they feel with you present. Here's what most people get wrong. It is not always an invitation to touch it. For some cats, the belly show is a greeting. For others, it's a pure comfort display. They're relaxed, they trust you, they want you to know it. But the belly itself may still be off limits. Many cats will swipe at a hand that moves toward the stomach even seconds after showing it. The behavior means, I trust you enough to be completely vulnerable. Whether petting is welcome depends entirely on your specific cat. Watch what happens when you reach. They'll answer. If you're someone who actually pays attention to what your cat is trying to tell you, and clearly you are, it would mean a lot if you hit subscribe. We put out videos like this every week, real behavioral science, explained in a way that actually makes sense for the cat you already love. Number 4, following you from room to room. Most people assume this is about food. The cat hears movement and hopes it leads to a meal. And sometimes, honestly, that's part of it. But for cats who have formed a genuine bond, the following persists long after feeding time. Researchers studying feline attachment found that bonded cats show what's called proximity-seeking behavior. They want to be near their person, not because of what that person provides, but because of who they are. Your cat's nervous system has learned that you equal safety. Moving toward you is moving toward calm. Some cats do this quietly. They just happen to always be in the same room as you. Others make it obvious: the bathroom appearances, the bedroom vigils, the kitchen materializations every time you stand up. If your cat follows you and then simply settles nearby without asking for anything, that is bonding behavior. That is your cat choosing your presence for its own sake. But this next one, this is the signal most people completely miss, even though their cat sends it every day. Number 5, sounds they only make with you. Adult cats in the wild are largely silent with each other. Meowing at other cats is almost non-existent. That vocalization developed specifically to communicate with humans, and researchers have found something remarkable on top of that. Cats who bond deeply with a person develop personalized vocalizations for that person specifically. Different trill patterns, a specific chirp that doesn't appear in any other context, a meow that carries meaning only when it's directed at you. Animal behavior researchers describe this as a form of vocal calibration. Over time, your cat has adjusted the pitch, tone, and timing of certain sounds based on what reliably gets a response from you. The sounds they make at you are not the sounds they'd make at a stranger. They've built a private vocabulary, and you're the only audience it was made for. If you've ever felt like your cat has a special voice just for you, you're not projecting. You are the person they've been fine-tuning that communication for since the day they decided you were theirs. Which brings us to the last one. And this is the one that, once you understand it, you'll never experience the same way again. Number 6, choosing to sleep on you, or press directly against your body. Sleep is when any animal is completely defenseless, and cats, despite how relaxed they look in your home, are still wired by millions of years of evolution to be strategic about where they close their eyes. When your cat chooses to sleep on your chest, curled against your legs, or tucked into the curve of your body, they're making a physiological statement. Their heart rate drops, their breathing slows, their muscles go completely limp with real deep sleep. That level of surrender only happens when every threat detection system in their nervous system has been fully switched off. You did that. Your presence has become so completely associated with safety that your cat can enter their most defenseless state with you right there beside them. Studies of feline sleep behavior show that bonded cats, both in human cat pairs and bonded cat pairs, synchronize their rest more than cats who are merely cohabitating. They aren't just near you, they are resting with you, in the deepest possible sense of that word. So here's what all 6 of those behaviors share. None of them happen because of what you give your cat. They happen because of who you are to your cat. The slow blink, the head bunt, the belly show, the quiet following, the private sounds, the full body surrender into sleep. Every one of those is a version of the same message. Your cat telling you in the most direct way they know how, that you are safe, that you are chosen, that out of everyone in the world they could have decided to trust, they decided on you. Cats don't bond with the loudest person in the room. They don't bond with the one who tries the hardest. They bond with the one who made them feel safe, consistently, without pressure. Here's over time. If your cat does even a few of these things with you, you already know who that person is. If you want to go even deeper, I put together a video on the specific sounds cats make and exactly what each one means. The chirps, the trills, the silent meows. It's right here when you're ready.